Hello, good evening, everybody. It's RS Mallory. Welcome to March. This is March 7th already, and tonight we're going to talk about promotions. And the reason we're talking about promotions is a lot of different people around the world are tuning into March Madness with basketball. I'm an avid basketball fan. I grew up on the East Coast and always used to go and see the Knicks at the Garden. And I know men and women all over the country are tuning in to root for their favorite teams. So I think it's very interesting that our company, Govvi, our e-commerce company with a subscription base, has decided to have a March Madness promotion. So we're going to talk about promotions tonight. Why are they doing it in March? Because we were on the cruise. The winners of the last promotion were on the cruise. And on that cruise, they announced that we were going to have another promotion, which will go to Puerto Vallarta in June. And that will be for new superstars or people who attain superstar in a second position. So what they've done is they've created another promotion leading into that, so it would help people attain that second promotion, which I think is absolutely genius. So what is the March Madness promotion? Well, first of all, it's going to drive points, CV or PV, whatever your organization calls it. It's going to drive commissions, and it's going to drive ranks. And as I said, that will feed into the superstar promotion, which will culminate in people going to Puerto Vallarta. But with this particular March Madness promotion, people will be able to purchase, to start their business or become a customer for $99, and they will get $120 worth of free product. That's absolutely ingenious. So let's talk about what those free products are. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to try to share my screen with you. Any difference whether a person is a customer or a promoter, because they are all users. In other words, a customer is using the products and we're getting paid for it, as is a promoter, because everybody needs to maintain a certain purchase at the end of the month. Certainly promoters do in order to get paid. It has to be the same. And so it's a $99 package to take advantage of the entire compensation plan in Govvi. Of course, our champion bonuses are one part of it, and they're the most popular because it avails people the opportunity to make back their spend, their monthly amount of money. So that's $99. So therefore, we have many, many people who start out as customers in Govvi because of our extraordinary products, and they wind up becoming promoters, because if they sponsor two people and those two people sponsor two people with a total of 6 people, they can make back that $100 a month in the form of a residual. Of course, if they add another person and they have 3 people who sponsor 3 people, that's 12 people. Then they make a recurring income of $300 a month. This is just one part of our compensation plan, our reward plan. But at that point, they are actually making money. They're making a profit. And $300 a month is not chopped liver. It can help somebody stay in their house, maybe LA, or stave off an eviction notice. Either for a mortgage or their rent. It can help pay for the new car. It can help pay some of the tuition for somebody's college education. Maybe somebody had trouble with their teeth and they had a big bill for the dentist. It can help with that. But $300 is very, very meaningful to Mary and Joe Lunchbucket. And, you know, in order for us to be very successful in any endeavor that we're doing, including Govvi, we have to have a rewards plan, a compensation plan, and products that appeal to Mary and Joe Lunchbucket, because if they don't, then we're sunk. We just don't want luxury products. We don't want products that have such a high price point that nobody can afford them. And we want to be able to put money in people's pocket and show them how they can make their money back. So the number one way, and then to do that is by running a promotion such as this March Madness promotion, which I think is ingenious. Again, in this promotion, we're going to allow people to start their businesses as a promoter or a customer for a $99 spend, and they will get $120 back. So they're really getting $220 worth of product for $99, which is absolutely amazing. And the way our Champions bonus is structured, which is just one of 8 ways that we make money in Govvi, that will avail us the opportunity to show people how they can get that money back, that $99 back, every single month in the form of a recurring income. Now, why is this particular promotion at this time in March so important? It's important because simultaneously we're running another promotion so that people who attained this other promotion, which is the Superstar promotion. We have 3 months, March, April, and May. And at the end of May, in 3 months, people are running for Superstar, which is our highest rank, and that's 8,000 points in our pay leg, which is our lesser leg. And by the way, there isn't any other company, direct sales company on the planet who has such a low ranking system where their highest rank is 8,000 points. And when you attain the level of Superstar, 8,000 points on your pay leg, at least 8,000 points on your large leg, then you are making a 20% commission. That's just in your 2-team weekly pay. And our cap on that is $20,000 a week. That's just on the 2-team pay. So if you have 5 people who are helping 5 people order product at $99, you have 30 people in your organization. And you make a $700 residual income every single month. And if you're a Superstar, you are also making perhaps that up to that $20,000 cap every single week. If you only have 4 people who are helping 4 people do the same thing and creating that $99 spend, which is 20 people in your organization, then they pay you $500 residual income. By the way, our ranks are very, very unique because we start out at 1,000 points, then we go to 2,000 points, 4,000 points for Rockstar, and 8,000 points again for Superstar. So more than several of us, and indeed, even a new person coming in now on March 7th can attain that rank of Superstar by following our prescribed plan. We have testimonial groups in Facebook. We have team calls. We have trainings. Various leaders have their own trainings, such as myself, Carrie Marshall and Angel Wall do theirs. Smiley Wilkinson does his, Rico Johnson does his, many other people in the organization. My friend Ursula in Sweden also does trainings for her team as well. And we are all, though, come together and we work together to help everybody as a family attain the different levels that they want. I think it's very ingenious, and I think it's very generous of Govvi. Don't forget, Govvi was created by 3 gentlemen who, not only at their heart, but were and are very successful distributors. Bert Green, Angel Rodriguez, and also the incredible Lance Conrad. So between the 3 of them, they created Govvi because they know what is important to distributors, what trips distributors triggers, what will motivate them, how to put money in their pocket, what will make people stay, what products are important. And by the way, talking of products, for those of you who don't know, Govvi has $4 trillion categories of products as an e-commerce company. That means that we're like Amazon, we're online and offer these products in 66 countries around the world. Our flagship product is the Fuel Tabs. And the fuel tabs was our first product. And I have a 2000 Avalon. I'm still using my fuel tabs in my car. My mechanic certifies that I get 45% lower emissions. And I live in a state, Texas, where in order for us to get our registration tags every year, we have to pass an admissions test. So 45% lower emissions is incredible. It's great for the environment. It makes me feel good. And by the way, I'm getting about 80% better mileage on my car. It actually heightens and raises the octane level burn in a car by using regular octane gas. So you save money in the differential. You save, I save 80%, I get 80% more mileage in my car. I know Smiley Wilkins in his little Mercedes went down to using, from Premier to using regular gas. And he lives in California where they pay at least $1 a gallon more for premium. So he's saving that differential. Plus, he's saving a whole bunch more money on it because his car is running better up and down the freeways. Our second category is for our wellness products. Let me see here. And our first wellness product is our WOW weight loss. Our WOW weight loss has a 95% success rate. It turns off the CB1 receptor in our brain, which is the brain responsible for the munchies. And so when you turn that off and you finally do, and it lowers your appetite. So when you finally do eat, you are eating and you're craving better quality foods. I was a munchie person, and I would eat cakes and donuts and cookies and chocolate, of course. And when I started taking the WOW, I could go through the bakery, or I could go through the bakery aisle in Trader Joe. I could look at this stuff with my eyes. I could say, doesn't that look nice? And walk away and not come home with any of those products because I wasn't craving it. I didn't have to buy it and eat it. I have lost 28 pounds. We have wonderful success stories of men and women both who have lost upwards of 100 pounds. How much do you need to lose? Without dieting, people can just pop 2 of these capsules every single day and they can go on their weight loss journey, which is absolutely incredible. We have our glutathione product, which helps our body recreate the remanufacture of glutathione in our body in each of our cells. Glutathione is responsible for every organ in our body, and any disease that there is in our body, dis-ease, is caused because of a lack of glutathione. And as we get older and we age, indeed, this is anti-aging. We have a lower amounts of glutathione. And by the way, everybody knows now that our fruits and veggies and our meats and our poultry, our entire food chain now, has a dearth of a lack of vitamins and minerals from the soils just over the course of time. It is what it is on this planet right now. And hopefully we'll be good stewards and we can turn that around. But since we can't get those minerals and vitamins into our body from our food chain, it's necessary to give them a supplement. If you take a supplement that was made in a lab someplace, your cells have to work overtime to break down all of those chemicals, discard what they don't use, and then see what they can use, even as they are laboratory-made products. Our glutathione delivers into the body plant glutathione, which mimics human glutathione, and then it also delivers at the same time 4 of the natural ingredients that are needed by our body, each of our cells, to make glutathione. So then each one of our cells becomes a manufacturing plant again, and we create our own glutathione, which in turn is an anti-aging product, which helps us with dis-ease to eliminate it. It helps us anti-aging with all the different parts of our body, and it helps us feel better. We also have our third category is our energy category, our frequency energy category, where we have our medallion, which is our sugar medallion. This medallion was created for us by our very own quantum physicist and his wife, who's also a scientist. And it helps the body lower the sugar levels in your body. So if you have high sugar levels, it actually helps you lower that, and it helps quench your appetite as well. You know, it's very, very sad. I used to be a teacher, and back in the 1970s and 80s, diabetes in children was almost unheard of. In these days, because people are eating lots and lots of fast food, and they're eating junk food. And again, our food chain isn't what it used to be. We hear more and more about children who are getting diabetes and suffering and having to be insulin dependent. And more adults, 7 out of 10 adults, are now insulin dependent. And so their sugar levels are wacky, and they're going up and down and up and down and up and down. So this medallion helps with that. And this is something that we have on an LTO, which is a form of a promotion. It's a limited time offer. In fact, we just had one and sold thousands and thousands of them. We also have our harmonic card. And our harmonic card helps the cellular formation in our body, which is like grandma's hairnet. It helps that stay strong, and it plugs up any of the holes in it, so that as I'm sitting here right now, I'm being bombarded with EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, and also from the light, and also from my telephone or my cell phone. And even indeed 5G, I have one of those boxes here under my desk, and all of that is bombarding my body with electromagnetic frequencies. So when you carry this with you, it helps strengthen the formation of your cellular net so that your body can repel all of that. It also does many other things. Once that cellular net is strong enough, it can help with arthritis. It can help with sleep. It can help with many, many different ailments that you have. So this frequency division is a $1 trillion division as well. And now we have our latest and my favorite, which is our coffee division. And we have our smart coffee. Our smart coffee is made with organic, double roasted Malaysian coffee beans from high in the mountains of Malaysia. It's got reishi ganoderma, which is the master mushroom that helps every organ in the body. And then we also have a dessert latte, which is becoming a very fast favorite of people. And, you know, this product, people who cannot drink coffee but love coffee because they are caffeine sensitive can drink this coffee, because the maca root in our coffee, it's with maca root and reishi ganoderma and the coffee beans. And between the maca root and the reishi mushroom together, it diffuses the negative effects of the caffeine in the body, so everybody can drink it. It also helps with hormone balance. It helps with digestion. It helps de-stress. It helps all kinds of things. In fact, I sometimes at night, at 9 o'clock at night, I'll treat myself to a cup of my smart coffee. It relaxes me. It focuses my brain. I like to work at night and do some of my administrative stuff. So if I have a cup of my smart coffee, it helps me focus on that too. And there's no jitters and there's no shakes. So we had a coffee membership promotion when before we actually got the coffee in, and that promotion helped people generate more CV, more points, more commissions, and it helped us go up to ranks. And indeed, it was one of the categories that we won for the promotion to go on the recent cruise that we were on. Another promotion that we ran was for people who signed up the most promoters, which are distributors, or the most customers. And so there are various different ways that that this company gives us opportunities to win promotions. And again, now in the beginning of March, we have March Madness. And so people will get $120 worth of free products when they get $99 and start their business or start their subscription as a customer. And then that will help lead the promoters to help building themselves for the second promotion, which is to attain the level of superstar. Guess what? If you join now and you decide that you want to run for superstar, you share that with the person who is your sponsor and the group of people who will envelop you and teach you the different ways to do that. And if you don't attain it, but let's say you get to rock star instead, you still have built your organization and you're making a whole bunch of money. You may be making $5,000 a week, $12,000 a week, $7,000 a week. Aside from those champion bonuses, that is a monthly bonus. And by the way, we have matching bonuses and we have generation bonuses. As I said, we have 8 different ways to make money. And the folks who started Govvi are distributors, very successful distributors, and they know that when you make something attainable for your distributors and it's good for the company and it's good for the distributor, that will all be successful. So promotions are very important. If you're not in Govvi and you're in another company, I salute you. Please make sure that your company has promotions for you and that they're good for the promoter. They're good for you, the distributor. And if they're not, suggest them to your company. Go upline or see if you can get to the people who own the company. In Govvi, we can actually pick up the phone and call our owners and discuss things with them. And we have an advisory board, but everybody is very accessible, because this is a distributor-friendly company. So review with the company that you're in, whether or not you're in the right place. It is the right time. There's 35% inflation now, where we happen to be in a year where we're going to have elections again, and hopefully our economy will change and turn around a little bit. For the last 4 years or so, our economy has been going down, and it's harder and harder for people to make money. A lot of people have lost their jobs. Of course, there was the pandemic, and we're a little resilient from that, but still not back where we were before the pandemic. So more and more people, including successful executives, both male executives and female executives, perhaps they're tired, they're afraid of aging out, because we have more and more people, generations of younger people who are coming into the workforce. And you know what? Corporations are companies, and they are in a business to make a profit. And they know if they get rid of the top level people and they bring in newer people who are younger, they don't have to pay them. There's a disparity in the salaries that they're making. So a lot of our top executives now are in fear of losing their positions or being into a forced retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a great way for you to build your business. Reach out to the people in your community. Don't ever be afraid to talk to somebody who may be on a different socioeconomic level than you, because they're only human beings. And again, they might be in fear of losing their job as well. And if somebody who's living at $250,000 or $150,000 even, or even $100,000 level, when suddenly that's taken away from them and they don't have it, that's pretty scary. They need a way, they need a vehicle that can help get them there too. And you know what? With a promotion like this, with the superstar promotion in Govvi and the compensation plan the way they have it, we can take somebody. They don't have to be a top executive or a mid-level executive. They could be somebody maybe who never graduated high school, and they can learn the things that we're doing, learn about our products. If they have a circle of influence, we'll teach them the ways that we're reaching out to other people. And we all work as one family and one team, and they can go through those easy ranks, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, and 8,000, and can actually generate a top level executive salary, but not in the form of salary. It would be in commission every single month. So ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you very much for listening tonight. If somebody invited you to this call, or you found it yourself, get back to the person who told you about my channel. Get back to the person who invited you onto this call. Get all of your questions answered. Reach out to somebody in Govvi. Again, somebody who referred you to this video, or myself, R.S. Mallory. and get all of your questions answered. Get back to the people in the company that you're in. If they're not doing promotions, find out why they're not doing them, how you might be able to facilitate a change. And if not, consider making a change that would benefit yourself and your family. So I'd like to wish you all well. If you're basketball fans like I am, have an extraordinary March. I know it's going to be very, very exciting. Watch all the different teams eliminate. I get very, very excited about that. Have a wonderful, wonderful March. Stay blessed, and we'll see you on the other side. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening.